Bet. We live. You already know it's your boy 215 Got Beats, aka Streets, aka you already know this. Producer's new favorite podcast. Let me rap with you. Happy holidays to y'all. Merry Christmas. Token Bomb, wherever you are in the world. Gary say everybody got their little different. Look, I ain't.
Shout out my people that don't celebrate it. You feel me?
I mean,
I know what it is too.
me personally, I just seen my pop for a little bit. See my brother. Just called it a night. That's all I really did. You know?
Yeah.
I ain't really, like I said, and happy belated to Mom Dukes. Her birthday Christmas Eve. So I was just trying to rake in that little bit of money so I could send her something for some clothes or something for her birthday.
Yeah.
So happy belated Mom Dukes. Love you. Shit like that. And to be honest, it ain't about us tonight. Got a very special guest in the building.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I ain't gonna lie, cause back then, me and you, before we really got serious about this podcast, and we used to be outside, cars, motorcycles,
Facts,
bikes,
big facts, big
like,
facts.
Bro, like we used to. We had never, honestly, I'd never been. That's the reason why niggas are like, why you never in the city? Man, we was out of town going show to show.
Facts.
Meeting up all these people, crazy ass cars, like. Say it like this. We seen some money out here.
Mm-hmm.
But it's about the bikes. We putting the pedal to the metal with my boy HoodRichBikeLife tonight. What's up with you, bro?
Man, chilling, man. Everything's good, Make sure everybody follow me. Mainly on Instagram, every social media though at HoodRichBikeLife.
Man.
Yeah, I'm just chilling, man. Christmas is over. Spent the day, spent the morning with my kids. Shit like that, went home and getting my house together, everything, getting ready for the new year.
Had to put up the Christmas tree and all that type shit.
Yeah, this is the first year I actually got them a tree. Last year I didn't get them a tree.
A lot of people saying that.
So got them the tree this year.
Real tree or the fake tree?
Real tree.
Real tree?
Yeah, definitely got them a real tree this year. And
I fuck with the fake tree. I fuck with the fake tree.
I'd rather grab a fake tree.
I fuck with the fake tree.
Say Christmas context.
The fake tree is solid. Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? You decorate it up nice, you know what I mean?
You got it every year. You ain't got to worry about going out, everything falling.
Yeah, it's right there.
So.
You ain't got to worry about no mess except for the trash, you feel me? I would just like the fake, shout out the fake trees, man. We here.
Wait, what be them price ranges on them trees anyway?
Probably.
I don't even know anymore.
I got these people, shout out to them. It's called Helping Hands of Delco. They're in Delaware County. My people, Kristen, she started, they be doing like the home pantries where they give people, all types of stuff, toothpaste, soap, toilet paper, all that. And she called me and told me like, yo, come up here and get a tree. So I actually got the tree like that, but I think they'd be like $35. People be paying $80, $90 for a tree. It's a lot different than, $35 is getting you a small tree.
A small tree?
Yeah, like one of the smaller ones at this point, not.
Yeah, no, you tripping.
So you 80, 90, 100, and then, you got to tip the people getting it, so you probably paying $100.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that 35 ain't good enough, so even if you don't got kids.
Like you say, you go grab a little fake tree, you all right.
Yeah. $60, that thing good for 10 years.
Thanksgiving, you can pop it right back up.
10 years.
How long you had yours for?
But you gotta store it.
Yeah. We had one for like 5. Yeah, I mean,
I ain't gonna lie.
No shame in my game.
It can go either way. As long as your kids got
some gifts up under that joint, that's all that matters.
Cool.
Shit, I remember one time I ain't have no tree, but it was gifts. Yeah. But I ain't had no tree, so I was just like, hey, I ain't give a. Ask me, did I give a fuck back then? You feel me? It was gifts under there, but it wasn't no tree.
Honestly, I'll say it like this before we like really get into like the interview and the story like that. Like just on, I don't got kids, so it's like I'm out of this conversation. But and to the people that's out there watching, y'all can put it in the comments as well. What was on y'all kids' wish list this year?
My daughter's young, so she just say anything. She 4. She about to turn 5. So she games, toys, Barbies. So she don't really know what she want right now. So I can't even really speak on that. But you got kids, Hood Rich?
Yeah. As far as me with my kids, like, see, they understand I'm grinding. I got my own house. I gotta take care of stuff. So they knew I wasn't able to get them, all the crazy
So your kids
stuff,
is older.
I got twin 7-year-old girls, 6-year-old boy, and I have a 16-year-old boy that's with
Yeah,
his
yeah, yeah.
mom. But my 6-year-old boy, like he just got an electric dirt bike like a month ago,
Yeah, yeah.
stuff like that. He got his video games, his bike. So like, as far as anything you want, they know all through the year.
That's what
I'm
I
gonna make
yeah.
sure they got what they want. So like, all the girls really wanted was baby dolls, and he wanted some weight stuff.
Yeah.
So they got the little stuff they wanted, and everything worked out. They was happy. I got to see them, and like I said, all the bigger stuff though, they already got that. He got his Xbox. They got their iPads. They play on. They all got their little electric dirt bikes, pedal bikes,
Word.
scooters. So
Yeah. Shout out to kids,
yeah, as
man.
far as all that, they
I
got
definitely need
everything
me a
they
scooter
need.
for the
So.
springtime. Springtime is coming
Shout
right
out to
around the corner.
kids.
Mhm.
I mean, when it come to the bikes, man, when was your first time hopping on a bike?
All right, so basically, I rode bikes as a kid. Like as a kid, like my brother, he was into football, basketball, all that. I really like skateboarded, bikes, all that type stuff. Getting on
Mm-hmm.
my bike and just riding,
Right, right, right,
be
right.
going all day or just same thing on a skateboard. And then I ended up by the time I was like I think like 12, I caught my first case, and then from there went to like juvenile detention center like 5 6 times. And from there county jail like 8 times. Like I was into riding bikes, and my bike got stolen. I started getting locked up,
Yeah.
and then when I came home, it was probably like 2017. I seen these kids on the SE bikes, the fat tire big
Mm-hmm.
wheel bikes, doing wheelies and shit. And I was in tune with the dirt bikes, but I never really seen the kids doing it on these pedal bikes. Like
Right, right,
I
right.
seen people wheeling mountain bikes, but once I seen these new bikes, I'm like, damn, that's fire. So I ended up getting one, and then that was what January 2018. I got my bike, and then 2020 I ended up uh, getting sponsored by SE Bikes, like the bike company who was making all the bikes. I got sponsored by them, and
Word.
just started being able to travel. 2018, the end of 2018 September is when I started the clothing brand HoodRichBikeLife.
Mm.
Cause like I started it, my whole thing was like I was in and out of jail, but like I lived in Delaware County. It was a lot of petty shit. Like I don't want to say it was all the way petty, but like like a half pound of weed,
Right, right. I
got
know what you
locked up,
mean.
just
I'm
little
from Jersey, so
weed,
I already know they
little
play
weed
with you with
cases,
little
stuff like
dumb shit.
stuff that
Especially out
like in
Delaware
today's
County, that shit
world,
different.
like
Yeah.
today, it's
It's
not.
it's legal.
You
Yeah.
probably not gonna go
I
to
caught my
jail
first
doing
charge
this
off.
shit.
I caught my
Yeah.
first charge with a half a Dutch. So,
Yeah,
you feel me?
yeah. I got locked
It's
up when I
crazy.
was 18. I got locked up with 18 bags
You
of weed, but
crazy?
it was only a half ounce of weed. I was selling little dimes of weed, shit like that. So basically, I got out, and then I seen the kids riding the bikes, and that was just kind of my way to connect with them. And I messed with riding the bike, so I just started doing that. I was like, all right, I'm gonna start a little clothing brand because I see the potential in the kids, but I don't. Every big brand isn't gonna. First of all, in 2018, there was no brands for what I'm doing today, and can hit
Nah.
brands up and get them to send me all this stuff. And I'm
Yeah.
working with G Shock and Pure Fuel, and this it wasn't.
It's
I
kind of
mean, it
it was
was
kind
kind
of
of unheard
revamped.
of.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's kind of
like
Mm-hmm.
when I
revamped.
started my brand, like I'm telling my friend, like, I'm starting this clothing brand, like Hood Rich Bike Life. Like people don't even know what bike life is. Just that I'm like, it's cool, like, cause my thing, like, you gotta get
Everybody know
on
what bike
something.
life is.
You gotta get on something before it pops. I
Yeah.
seen this. First of all, this shit just popped out of nowhere. So the way I'm looking at it, the same way y'all looking at it, if we had them bikes when we was kids,
Oh
that
yeah.
shit would have been a different ball game.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody would have been riding them. So I'm looking at it the same way. All these kids, once these kids realize you can do that, and it's a different group of kids that was riding these bikes. It wasn't your normal suburban white. This is city kids with nothing better to do that is showing like crazy talent.
Mm-hmm.
It's like discovering themselves as bike life's getting discovered. So like
Mm-hmm.
the way it just kept going up and kept evolving has been crazy. So like I knew my brand, if I make this brand, I'm gonna be a staple in it. As long as I stay consistent, I don't have to be the best at none. All I gotta do is stay consistent.
What?
All I wanted to do was show the kids that maybe the big brand ain't gonna put you on, but you got talent, you can use this, keep going. If I give you
Mm-hmm.
a t-shirt, it tells them keep going, then the bike company liked what I was doing, so they
Right.
got with me. That's what a lot of people need to understand about sponsorships. You got to have something going on to the point where they can reap the benefits of what you're doing,
Mm-hmm.
and you can either use their name or get the check,
What video?
depending on.
What's it called? Like, what video was it that made them want to reach out to you? Like, was it something that went viral, or was it they
No, it
just
was 2018. All right, so I first bought my bike. Like I tried. It started. I seen the kids riding the bike. I told the one kid like, "Yo, let me try your bike." I did a wheelie in the parking lot,
Mm.
and I'm like, "Damn, that's fine. Like I need to get one."
Get
And
the mic on
then
something.
I ended up just ordering this mongoose online. It was like a piece of you. It was like a dirt jumper, like mountain bike handlebars, but I switched it up, put like BMX bars. I like did my own thing to it, and then basically all the kids they keep coming up on these $800 bikes. I'm like, yo, like I got kids, I got my own houses. I'm like,
mm-hmm.
man, like they making me feel like I'm a crummer or something. Like I get it, they parents is buying them, you know what I mean? We in a nicer neighborhood, like they got more money than me, but whatever, I'm getting one. So I did a down payment, got my bike, and then by then I'm in tune with what SE's doing, and they did this thing, SE Bikes Life BMX Day. It was
Mm-hmm.
in Harlem. They was gonna take 40 kids, not just kids,
40
and
people.
I just call them kids because it's mostly that's who we're
The
targeting.
majority of
Yeah.
It's
that was
even
there
if
was
we are
kids.
adults, we all of us understand we have kids watching, and this is to keep the kids out of trouble,
Right.
and all of us.
Right.
You know what I mean? So they're putting 40 of us on a school bus and taking us. They called it from the hood to the woods, taking us from the hood from our street riding to put us on racetracks for the day, and
Mm-hmm.
have fun. So I ended up reaching out to them. I'm like, yo, like I just came home from jail. I got a regular job. Like I don't got the best tricks, whatever, but I'm trying to show, the younger kids that working a regular job, pursuing your goals, like there's something better out there for
Right.
you
Right.
than
Right.
the road a lot of y'all is heading.
Right.
Real
Because I
shit.
just went down that road. I was riding bikes. The next thing you know, I was in 6 juvenile placements, county jail 8 times before I got it right.
Right. Right.
You know
Right.
what I mean? So I'm like, and these kids is at that same age where I was.
Mm-hmm.
So he liked my story, whatever. It was the end of it. He's like, all right, I'm gonna bring you out. Like, if you can get the Rucker Park. So I got out there, did that. And then like
And what you do when you got there? What you mean you did that?
we got there, just raced for the day, just had fun. Everybody fell asleep. I got a chance to talk to the main guy and just, kind of let him know, like I just came home from jail, like I'm trying to get myself together. And then, they was following my Instagram and
That's what's
seen
up.
seen
Yeah.
me doing what I talked about, know where I came from, and they seen the vision where I was going. I
And
started
they
the
seen the
brand.
consistency.
So right after there, I started the brand HoodRichBikeLife. Bike Life. And, at the beginning, my main goal was to get kids on bikes. I never thought it was going to be to the point it is. So 10% of all my sales was going to get kids on bikes. They ended up sending me like 3 bikes, gave them away to kids, like not my own kids, like
Right.
got them
Yeah.
to the right kids, kept doing my thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then they had a ride out in Philly they were doing. Well, they had some business going on in Philly, and he hit me up like, "Hey, we got something going on at the Philly Auto Show. Can't really talk about it, but we're gonna try to do a ride out." It ended up being the collab for the Dub, like the Rim people.
Mm-hmm.
Their 50th anniversary, they collabed and did a SE bike called the Dub Ripper. So they introduced that at the auto show. So they
That's
came
fire.
down. We did the ride out. They had me lead the ride out, and then like couple months after that, they told me they were doing some project that I want to send them some videos and be a part of it. I'm like, man, like, of course, like I told them, when we did the ride, like, you guys are like, these bikes are literally changing my life. Like I'm
Yeah.
here for whatever. So I sent them the videos that ended up being my sponsorship video. And they made a team with 20 of us called the SE crew. And then they ended up flying from all over the country. They sponsored 20 people, like, two from Philly, two from New York, two from Florida, that
Yeah.
type vibe.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a few of us just spread out, brought us all out to Cali. We did a big ride where all of us met. And then, from there, I probably been on at least like 20 different trips,
That's
like
fire.
out
Yeah.
of state, big
On the span of
events,
how many
thousands of
years would you
people.
say? Like, how have you been working with them?
Uh, six,
6.
7,
That's what's up,
yeah,
bro. Yeah.
like 6.5, I'd say.
Yeah, that's
But
fire.
yeah, like yeah, they take care of me. I'm to the point where I'm a paid rider, and I'm able to make some money with them, and all the traveling I ever did has been on them.
Great relationship with the
Everything.
staff.
When I have my own events going on, I have the Bike Life Peace Project I started, which is
Yeah, that's a good relationship right there.
yeah, the Bike Life Peace Project. The Philly DA gave us $10,000 to start, basically to support us with the ride outs, because bikes up, guns down. When all
Yeah.
that was going
Mm-hmm.
on, we got the stuff that ran out. So when I'm doing my little events, they always support that. Then I have support Burlington County Bike Shop in New Jersey.
Shout out Jersey.
Cool Stop. They make the brake pads. Like all the big companies that are down to help the kids work with us. There's a lot of companies that, are in it for the money. That's cool. But there's a lot of, when it comes to bikes, it's a lot of good people that really just want to see kids on bikes and enjoy the same things they did as a
Honestly,
kid and keep them out of trouble.
I gotta say this because this is coming from somebody who, like, I used to work 9 to 5s, like in the hood,
Right.
like not even like city wise. Like I used to work 9 to 5s in the hood, so like, and even before the bike shit, like that's like going back to dirt bikes because like that was definitely one of the cultures that came out
That's
for a minute.
that was definitely the way first how the
It was
transition from dirt. Well, they still deep too.
No, that's what
They
made
still
me.
deep.
No,
No
that's what
Diddy.
made
They
me want to
still.
start. When I was on work release 2011. I started watching Dirt Bike Rel on Instagram. This when
RIP,
Instagram
RIP.
started really hitting, and so I'm seeing all that. I'm like, damn, this shit crazy. And
Dirt bike Val
but
Chino, niggas like
I
him.
lived in the county. I grew up like I lived in when I first came home. I lived in Chester,
Mm.
which you could have maybe rode dirt bikes a tiny bit out there. But I'm trying to stay out of jail. Then I lived in like Fallcroft, shit like that, where it's like, yeah, I could hurry up and
So
take them on a chase to Philly and be safe.
That's what,
but
is it
I
only
gotta
a
come
city?
home.
I was about to ask that. Is it only a city thing? Like you only can ride your dirt bike in the city?
You can't
Like,
go out the county.
That's
They
crazy.
you go out the county, like out Ridley, them plate, they going that shit going
Nah,
to
the
be
same
like,
thing in Jersey. Like you
it's
go
gonna be like
in
high
Camden,
speed chase.
You
like
can ride your
Like
bike
them
in
shit, like them
Camden.
shits on it, like them shits in
If
LA.
you go up the highway, they will take your
once you
bike.
come out the city, once you
Yeah.
go out there, it's gonna be crazy. They're gonna have the whole police department
Mhm.
on you, and you're going to like top charges, like fleeing and eluding, running a
Yeah.
million stop
That's
signs.
about to say. I
This,
wonder
that,
why
it's
it's only
not.
in the city. Like that's
It's just
crazy.
because in the city, what you gotta realize, like out here, people getting shot, killed, this murder, this robbery.
It's every city though. That's what I mean. It's like
just
they let you do it
crazy
in
stuff
every city.
going on that
Every
for the
city.
people doing this, it's like at least they're trying to do something different.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it. Like to me, a lot of people from the outside look at what we're doing. You know what I mean? Especially like it depends where we're at. Like when we're on the East Coast, it's a lot of kids. That's why I really don't do too many events over here besides my Bike Life Peace Project, because that's labeled a peace project. We're all to act accordingly. And if people in traffic give us a problem, like we have the DA on our side. They support what we're doing. If the cops come up, give us problems, let them act crazy. I promise you, the DA who it has to go to is going to be mad at them for bringing this to their court.
Right. Yeah.
But once you get on the dirt bikes, you start, going fast. People could actually get injured.
Yeah.
They treat it a little bit different, but it's
well,
like we
injured
don't
more
have,
because you
but
can
we
get
don't
injured
have
on a.
but we don't have no safe places to ride. So it's like we gotta come together and really try to figure that out. But
So my
I
question
think
is,
my fault, cuz
go ahead, cause I'll ask you a question first.
as far as that the safe place to ride, I feel like the enjoyment that people get from watching it is the street riding. I not saying
Right.
it wouldn't be fire in an enclosed environment,
okay,
but
but you
do you
don't
feel
think
what I'm
if we had a stadium with like a track and we had our own, like racing obstacles,
I would have to see it because
like Ninja Warrior, American Ninja
You know how
Warrior.
how to
because
to
what
walk.
we
imagine
see is first person.
Yeah.
Is them niggas throwing it on the the young
You
boys
gotta,
throwing the camera on the helmet or the
GoPro shit.
GoPro, and
yeah,
we
you
just
gotta
seeing them
follow the
zoom. We
people.
just seeing this. That's all we
Yeah,
seeing.
you
So
gotta follow the people. The Crash Boys, they from Chester.
shout
Like
them
you
out.
know,
Well,
I grew up. I'm
what's
from Chester.
what's up with them? What they
Crash
do?
Boys, they're an older group of people. They mess with the bikes, but they haven't really been outside the ones riding. But they put this together and they got the Crash Boys games like the Bike Life Olympics. And that's, we got police cars where we're swerving set up. It's a different,
I
like
got to
if
see
you
it.
look into
Yeah,
that, like the X Games was literally out there
yeah,
this
yeah,
year.
yeah, yeah.
So if you look at it like that, you might see the benefits of where it could be more entertaining. I get it.
Okay.
The thrills is we want to be in traffic, but the more,
I'm just saying that's what
but
that's what I mean got the odds there. So I was just wondering if you go to like if you go into a type of enclosed environment, what would y'all be doing in there that would be captivating us? Like what would it be?
I
Y'all
mean, to
racing?
me,
Is
it's
it tricks?
competitions, it's wheelie competitions, best trick, swerve, wheelie race, this, that,
Willie race, that'll be
where
crazy.
right now we're riding in the streets because that's how we, clear our minds. If we want to go vent, you get on your bike, you're in the street, it's free, the danger is there. That's the
Yeah,
risk
the
of
rush.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you get the little rush. I
The
know, I
adrenaline.
know I'm being safe. I'm just trusting you as a driver to do what you've been doing for real. You know what I mean? If you can, yeah, if you can keep doing what you've been doing, I'm all right. I'm safe. I know what I'm doing. I'm calculated over here. This is how I clear my mind, all that. But the more bigger brands start getting involved in stuff like that, and kids actually see, like, damn, there's a contest I can get in. I got to just have the best swerve. They're more likely to be at that park where that obstacle is, getting the deadliest swerve rather than I
The
need the rush to
safest.
be in, because I got to compete now. I need this best trick. And
Yeah.
they'll be more in the lab versus than off the street. So that's a benefit of that. Will we always be in the streets? Yes, it's the same thing as motorcycles, all that, just anything. It's the same thing as tailgating. There's a football game, everybody wants to be in the parking lot tailgating. It's about the meetup, the brotherhood, and that's where you get that. But
That's the one thing I
I
learned
feel
when we went
like
to the car shows.
I feel like the more we get with the, you feel me, with the competitions and all that, it'll give people more to go
Right.
for, and the bigger brands are starting to see that and invest in us. Like I said, I work with G-Shock, Pure Fuel Sport, which is the biggest drink
Yes,
brand
but I
in the
said we got them
world.
right here. You want to shout out what we got right here on the
Shout out,
table?
Pure Fuel Sport.
I had
So
I had a sip of this lemonade
it's
one
a
earlier. I ain't going cap.
listen.
Yeah.
You sip
It's a
that?
Yeah, nah, I already
plant-based.
popped
It's a
mine. No diddy.
plant-based hydration drink. It's 100% good for you. It's not no BS in there. Plant-based formula, made from people in Philly. Gilly and Wallow is two of the main endorsers.
Shout out Gillian
And
Wallow.
then
Shout out Pure Fuel.
there's some other great people behind the scenes. Shout out Rata, Staff, Doobie, all of them. Their
Can you talk about
backgrounds.
your how you first got started with them and
Yeah, how I first locked in with Pure Fuel is like I kind of touched on. I didn't touch on it earlier, but I did say is you got to get on things. I said it with my brand. You got to get on things before it's a thing. And I seen it. Most likely it was Wallow or something posted. So I guess they were whatever. I'm not sure how whatever. Whenever they first introduced it, I seen it, and me. Whenever I see any brand, I'm in the DM. Yo, this is who I am. This is what I got going on. If you guys would like to work, let me know. So I ended up meeting up with Doobie, one of the guys. I'm pretty sure he was like the youngest black like CEO from Coca-Cola, something. I could be wrong, but I know for sure one of them was like marketing, one of the youngest people from Coca-Cola. This is a black
He was like the
owned,
NBA and
it's a
shit.
black owned
Yeah.
business. Staff was in the staff, he was in the NBA. Then Rata, that's my main guy. I talk to him all the time. He really helping me. I don't want to say he's my manager because he got so much going on, but he's one of the few people I take a lot of game from, and is helping me to get to where I'm at. So they're we're official drink of the 76ers, the Chicago Sky, all like the tap teams, all that.
That's
Anybody
fire. Yeah.
with anything positive going on, like they're there to support it. They're a real brand with a real product to stand behind. So make sure y'all check out Pure Fuel Sport and just know like all ain't no other brands like
Any other
you know how
flavors?
it is.
And
Like yeah, they have you have the lemonade. I got the new tropical torrent, and then they have I think they might have four of the blue. Then they also have black bottles that are hydration energy,
mm-hmm.
and it's all natural energy. It's not no
All I'm gonna say is
real
this lemonade.
caffeine.
I
Yeah,
can
the
get used to
lemonade
So
is
this.
fire. Yeah.
yeah, and something like this is something you would give your kids. I know a lot of people with the other energy drink. We're not gonna say their name. Everybody know the top,
Yeah.
drink that would look like this that they don't want their kids to have. This is something completely my kids love it. It's safe. It's like I said, it's an all natural plant based formula,
Yeah.
no sugar added. You can't go wrong. And
Yeah, my daughter was dehydrated this weekend, so I'm gonna definitely
yeah,
probably
no,
save some of this
yeah.
and take
Like I
some home
said,
to
they're
her.
they're around a lot locally. You can get them on Amazon, but a lot of the shop rights, fresh grocers, stuff like that.
I'm gonna go on Amazon see if I
Yeah,
can order us a bulk.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, but no, they're definitely like I said, somebody who's tapped into the community and somebody that you support is definitely going to the right places. There's
Right, right,
somebody
right.
that I've been there with since the beginning, and the things that they're still doing for me and making sure I'm good is shows true people. They don't forget about who was there with them from the
Right, right.
beginning.
That's what's up.
They really growing, and just to see all the people they really work with on the outside, like for this group of probably less than. I mean, I don't even want to say less than 10 people because with the team we got a great team of mostly girls that we got Brizzle workout playing CC. I mean, bro, there's so I can't even get in the name, but everybody on the team brings somebody different. So definitely support Pure Fuel Sport.
Where yeah, shout out Pure
So
Fuel.
so the one question that I asked because and like you said, you'll run your own like label branded events out here now. When it comes to going outside of that, like going to other states, other cities, people run events their own way. So what are some of the have you dealt with like any issues from like other event hosts or anything just from like the event in general?
I mean, not that I said I would. Every time I really went out somewhere, it's been all love. I mean, usually when I
Mm,
travel, it's with the bike company, SE Bike, so they already have our rooms, our flights, all that's taken care of. We get out there. I mean, it's everybody's bringing their kids out because their kids are fans of me, and
mm-hmm.
everybody. So it's always everywhere I've been. It's all love, and the thing what's dope about us, like when you travel, when you hear like most people, oh, we went to LA. It's like, yeah, you went there, you went shopping, you got something to eat. That's cool, but like you might have did just say you're a rapper, you did your concert, but we really get out there and connect with the people with this bike life stuff. You know what I mean? Like I'm
Mm-hmm.
out there and might sit down and somebody, yo, eat with us, we got you. And I'm sitting down, have, lunch, dinner with a whole random family
Mm-hmm.
out Texas or here or there. So
Yeah,
it's
no, I got
always
speaking of
them
speaking
real
of
vibes
Cali.
of meeting the real people everywhere I go.
Yeah, definitely shout out to Larry June. I'm a big supporter of him. He just had his first like little ride out in the Bay out San Francisco
Oh,
this
that's
year.
dope.
Shout out to Migs, and then it's
Hmm.
a lot of people in the TFM. Shout out to Sean. It's a lot of people that put that shit together. But that was because and Larry June. I'm a fan of like his bike life stuff
Right,
because like him and his son like he got like a GoPro page. A lot
right.
of people don't even know about it. He got like a little GoPro page. He be posting like all the videos him and his son like riding out and shit.
I'm
And
gonna
that,
check
like
it out. Yeah,
like
no, that's the way I got shit. My son, I got his page already going. He's 6 years old.
mm,
He's already popping his Instagram. He got like 7,000 followers. The YouTube, I need to really start working more, but he
YouTube
don't.
YouTube
That's
He's
the
got
wave. You
shorts.
think that's the wave
YouTube
now for the
shorts.
kids? Just letting them start streaming from the door.
for
See if
me.
see if they make it or not.
Okay, everybody looks at it different, right?
Cause
Mm-hmm.
the
Uh,
kids got the wave. Once
Me, I'm heavily influenced on let the kids have the technology. I
mm-hmm.
get it. There's certain stuff that they're going to see, but
when you
You
try
gonna
to
wait
hide it
till
from
they
them.
older to teach them, or you just teach them now?
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's dependent on how you monitor and how you're dealing with it. With my kids, technology is the future. The more you could be ahead of it now, like he's in kindergarten and already has 7,000. He already has more followers than his whole school, including his teachers, all that. And 7,000
Yeah,
isn't
it's
a
more than
lot.
me.
You know where he's going is, you know, I 100% believe he's gonna definitely have a million
Yeah.
followers on multiple platforms
Yeah.
by the time he's 10.
Mm-hmm.
100% just because of who he is. Check him out, baby underscore HoodRichBikeLife, and then YouTube is baby HoodRich. And he's just, you know, he's really the one I'm carrying this whole platform for him to step on to. But yeah, I really believe like the kids being turned on to this is really that. Just monitor and make sure you know what they're watching and connect them. But the more they understand the technology and the power of it, the more they can embrace it, I think.
Sometimes generational wealth is putting them on game
Yeah.
like that, especially in the world we're in now. Because and
I mean,
you know, just for a good example, shout out to Love Money. Like
yeah, he's
he's putting
killing
his
it.
son on,
Yeah.
and he's putting his son on to the
Right.
whole shit now. So it's like it's not even about generational wealth for the money, but the knowledge of like knowing that even after I go, like you got something.
I got a good example, and this is something I just observed talking to you just random. You play video games as a kid, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so imagine if your mom had been telling you your whole life, keep playing them video games. You're gonna be the
Yeah, I
Cause
biggest.
cause cause
he was retarded when we was like
You know what I
when
mean?
I
Though your mom told you, get
he
off
was
them damn video game. You're never gonna be nothing playing. That's what
he was different
everybody.
at the video games,
But
bro.
imagine had your mom
Different.
said, push this and you can be anything you want. You can be the best video.
I probably
You
be
would
one of
have
the
been the
top Need for
Tony.
Speed players in the
You would have
world
been
right
the
now.
Tony Hawk of video games
Yeah.
right now. You would have been a millionaire
If that was the
off
thing
playing
back
video,
then.
but people don't
Yeah.
see the future. So now that it's like we see it, it's like, all right, like if you're going now, the thing is, I tell the
I
kid, if you're going to play video games, stream it. At least don't be dumb about it. At
I
least
feel like
figure out
back
how to make
then
some money off of it.
when
So
we was that age, it was no way for us to see what it was going to be, how it is right now. I feel like now
right.
we can see what it's going
Yeah.
to be for the
But now that
kids.
we see it like this
So
and we're
that's why we
podcasting and this and that, why would we slow our kids down
no,
from
that's what
being
I'm saying.
able
We
to
know
do
what is
this
going
type of
on.
stuff? I feel
Yeah,
like people like us is more,
we're
liable
able
to
to
it. But
guide them
as
into.
a listener
We can
to
guide them
this,
into.
yeah, as a
Yeah.
listener to this, maybe this isn't for you, but maybe your kid's different. Your kid's outspoken, this, that, and I mean, one of the richest kids on YouTube, his name is Ryan. All he did was like open toys, did toy reviews. He's like seven. He was the richest YouTuber.
Mm-hmm.
Like little kid was
And all the
making
kids want to do just
millions a
watch him open
month,
his
millions a
presents.
month opening toys because his
That's it.
parents invested in him and said, "Hey, let's have fun, do this." But you gotta really invest in it and really, whatever you do, you gotta do it for real.
Yeah.
And if you're gonna do it with a kid, it's just easier because the longevity is there. And the younger the kid is, the different the run is.
Yeah. The easier I'm gonna say it is.
Yeah, they get to a certain point where they get older, where they're not the cute little kid no
Yeah.
more. It's just normalized. So
Mm-hmm.
the whole thing,
That's
like
when they gotta
Wallow
get
says
their
all the
own.
time, like weirdos win. It's
Mhm.
not saying your kid's a weirdo, but he's doing something abnormal because you're letting him do something before his time. Think about, the little kid King and stuff. He's going viral because he's rolling dice, doing this, that.
Oh yeah, finesse.
But
Yeah.
yeah, but had he be 17, nobody would look at it crazy. Is because he's before his time with it. So you're gonna get that buzz.
Mhm.
Whether that's not something I would want to promote my child doing, but you can always. He's different. My son's riding electric dirt bike, stuff like that. Not even he's in kindergarten this year,
Yeah.
and
It's
Already
different.
doing 7K.
doing that. So
Yeah.
it just
That's
gives
different.
you,
That's
yeah.
different
So
right there. You don't see a lot
yeah,
of
the
5,
younger you
6
can
years
get them
old.
started, but any
You know what I mean?
kids, it's just anything you doing, you gotta realize there's like millions of people on these platforms we're on that somebody's gonna tap in and like doing what you're doing. Somebody is in the video games and all the same exact things you do.
Mhm.
Somebody's into that, and they don't have to be into all the things. As long as we can relate on one thing, like back to bike life, that's where bike life becomes so dope because like everybody's from different backgrounds, but we just all ride bikes. That's our escape, our getaway.
Mm-hmm.
And beyond that, for some people like me, it became my job. I'm more of a content creator with it. But a lot of people, that's what we just do: get out, have fun. Instead of going to a bar, they pop out on their bike. So it's
And the
just
way, and honestly, like what I can just testify, because honestly, the way that I got introduced to Hood Rich was actually, one of my young boys who's a fan of the podcast. I just always tell him, and
hmm
he be on his car life shit. Shout my boy YRP Mike. You feel me? It's my young boy. I love you, bro. And he be on his car life shit, like the shit like how we was paying attention
Yeah.
to that shit.
Mm-hmm.
But like he introduced me to him, and it's like, and it just showed me, like that, like damn, like
It's really about who
now
you
now
know.
like it showed me like damn, now I see why. Now I see why he is the way he is, because like when I see that, my guy right here, and he, one thing being a content creator and influencer is like, especially when kids are watching, and like you said, going out to the West Coast, whether it's West Coast, being down south or anywhere, the
hmm
East Coast, connecting with the kids is a whole different. You actually really learn something, like really connecting with kids. And honestly, a question that I actually got to ask now that I'm saying that is, what's the most inspiring thing a kid ever said to you? Like out of all the events and stuff that you went to, like what's the most
man,
inspiring thing a kid ever said to you?
damn, I can't even think off the top of my head. It's just I
So
know it's
man.
just a lot of like I really know like the kids like just be so excited and like then I be having kids like I be like I grew up with their stepmom or uncle something they can't believe, you know what I mean? Like there ain't no way you know him. Like just knowing the way that these kids really look up to me and really think like so highly of me, it's just that's like inspiring. But like
Yeah, boy, I went to school with your mama, boy.
yeah, that's what I mean. Like they don't. It's like I think the kids don't realize like how far they really can go off of just being. You know what I mean? Like you looking
Hmm.
at your mom as a regular. Shit, she was, you know what I mean, more popping than me back then. You know what I mean? Like just stuff like that. It's just how you take it. And me, I took it to the internet to let the world see what I did. Cause
Hmm.
like I said, you just the only thing with that, you just gotta go and just I don't want to say don't read the comments, but don't whatever the
Don't get
comments
caught in that
say,
shit.
don't care what they say. Because 9 times out of 10, whoever got something negative to say, don't got what you got going on, wouldn't do the things you just whatever. Like other people's opinions shouldn't matter to you in your life. So if you can like let the comments go, and like I just really say go for it if that's what you want to do. Just don't get into the comments and you can really take in any one of them kids can be that. But I, as far as like something the kids said to me, I don't really know. Like I know like giving certain kids, we did a lot of bike giveaways, like giving a certain kid a bike and just
Hmm.
seeing like
That
in
probably that
general
probably was his first bike.
like him like hugging me, you know what I mean, just stuff like that. Like I did the one kid Mir from out west, like his that was like a memorable one. Just it's just been a lot of things. Like I just a lot of people. I get messages all the time from people all the time, like just tell me like
We was speaking on the giveaway you just did off air. What was that you said you just did
which one when
in May? You said
in
you had.
May was that the Swaggy Leak one in May?
I
Did
think
I give the bike away on like South Street?
I think that you was we was just speaking about it.
Mhm.
That's why I said I try to get more on air when we was talking about it though.
I do. I'm gonna say, I
Mm,
do. I kind of do remember the one in May. I just forgot where it was at. I do remember that one though.
I'm trying to think in May. That's when I went Cali, Tijuana. Then I was out.
Tijuana?
Yeah, we rode from downtown LA to Tijuana, Mexico on
Oh,
the pedal
okay, yeah.
bikes. Like
Mm.
200, like I think it was like 200. We did like 300 miles by the time the trip was over, for sure.
That's crazy. three
And
hundred
like
miles?
yeah, in like 1 week total, cause we rode.
Oh, stop.
We rode there 5 days. Like every day we stopped. Like we would ride downtown LA to Hermosa Beach to Long Beach to Laguna Beach. Then the
How
next
many
day,
deep? No,
like a
did it.
1,000, 2,000 of
Woo.
us at some days. By the time we went into Mexico, it was like 15 of us. But because
Okay.
by the time we got to Laguna Beach, everybody thought it was over. That's what we do every year. It's like 135 miles or something.
Right.
Usually comes to like 150 around, but we usually do that. But this year we had a whole group of us that was just going to keep going. So the next day we rode like 80 miles. Then the day after we rode into Mexico, but we literally ain't even get into Mexico till like 8, 9 at night. Because once we got into Mexico, it still took us like 6 hours to get to where we was staying. Like
But you
craziest
said
hills of my life.
you
But then we chilled for 2 days there.
started
Just
off with
rode around,
1,500 though.
enjoyed. Yeah, this shit was
Yeah,
crazy.
that's crazy.
Like that shit was.
That's crazy. 1,500.
No, it was we did 300 miles total.
Yeah, that's
But
crazy.
yeah, like 15. I'd say probably 1,500 people. The first 3 days, I'd say probably about 1,000 to 1,500 people out there.
That's crazy.
And just every day, it just depends. You know where people live. Like not everybody. I'm sure the
Y'all
first
got
couple
escorts
years,
while y'all
people.
riding, or is it
Nah, it's
just
just so
just
many of us
yeah?
that
That's right. Y'all
there's
got
really
y'all all
nothing y'all
escort.
can do.
Y'all stop traffic.
Yeah, I mean, we'll usually
1,000
it
deep. Might as
depends
well
where
say you
we're
damn sure you better
depends
stop
where we're
traffic.
at, but usually if we can, we're going to leave a lane open. But if it's
1,000 deep.
if it's
Shit.
only 2 lanes, there ain't no leaving shit open.
Yeah.
Like, and you can't control all them people. But like as a team rider, I gotta make sure I'm in the proper lane. You know what I mean? I can't just be doing wild shit. Some kids be in the other oncoming traffic. Like I don't do all that.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't condone
I be
that.
seeing the videos, bro.
Yeah.
That's what I
I
said.
ain't gonna cap,
that
bro.
They
shit-
trying to go viral.
Yeah, that shit
They
not
trying to
worth
go
it.
viral right there.
Yeah, that shit not worth it to go
I say like
viral.
this.
I
Shout
told
out
him
to
I was
them.
like I'm not slamming on my brakes. I
My
was just
thing,
like
though,
if my you know what I mean imagine if you got bad brakes. I was like
It's just my thing. Unless you really got something going on, what do you need to go viral for? You putting your life at risk to go viral when you gonna go viral, people gonna
Listen.
look at your page. Then what? What they gonna follow?
if they live
After
to
Nothing?
after
talk,
24
if they
hours,
live
they
to
forget
talk
about
about
you.
it,
Or you gonna have to keep doing that. You gotta keep putting your life on the line every time you need to make a video. That's not the way. Trust me. It's definitely not the way. Cause ain't no brands getting behind that neither.
yeah.
Ain't no brand as a sponsor rider.
There's no longevity
If
for
I
them
go
for
do
that.
that, I'll lose my sponsorships. Ain't no companies going say this dude's in oncoming traffic causing people to nearly die. You can't,
Yeah.
so it's just not a good look for nobody to do that.
No, and recently you had went down. I'm gonna try to be correct. You went down Houston.
Yeah.
You had done an event with Trader Truth, correct?
Yeah.
What
So
was that like, man? I know he's a I
Shout
know
out Trader Truth.
he does no he really does a lot for the community
nah,
down there. A
Trader
lot of
Truth,
people don't
Yeah,
give
that's
him
it.
his flowers.
I know he does a lot with the bike life.
yeah, well, we actually went out there. SC, we went out there. They've been asking for us, but Trey every weekend he does rides there. So we did rides. We did like 3 different rides: Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So on the Friday ride though, we did with Trey. We went there. He just opened his new food truck, and we went. He was at the meetup. We all met up there, and he ended up going to the food truck, watching the Tyson Jake Paul fight there.
You know
So
the name of
yeah.
the food truck? Not off the top of your
I
head.
was
If you
about
don't,
to say it, but I ain't want to. Let me see.
if you don't,
It's the truth. Let me see. I'm gonna tell you now. It's the truth.
if I go
son.
down there, I definitely.
Yo, I'm
grab
telling
it.
you, it's
'Cause I want the
really.
trail burger too when I go out there.
No, I'm going to say Trail Burger. Look, I'm going to say that's gonna be another one on the
Yeah,
list.
all
I'm not
food
gonna
review
lie.
stuff.
There's gonna be another one on the list for us. I ain't gonna lie. Especially if it's a food truck. See, that's the one thing I be trying.
Yeah, listen.
Foodies that are watching, if you got a crazy food truck, hit my DM. Let me rap with you clips, baby. If you think your food truck is slamming,
Yeah, nah. Listen, his shit, that shit was the best. I got the chicken sliders.
Chicken sliders.
Yeah, it was like chicken sliders with the fries. It was literally it was everything. He couldn't have did it better.
Right.
I made a funny little video skit with him. Told him, I said, now you got my mom mad at me. Cause I call her cussing her out. Cause she don't know how to make no damn chicken.
Yeah.
I said, I ain't never had no chicken this good my whole life.
Yeah.
But nah, real talk, like all the food promos I did, and I did a lot of chicken spots. No hate, but y'all might want to step y'all game up. And that tray, the truth truck. Let me say,
That shit was the truth.
The name speaks for
That shit was the truth.
Shout out Trey the Truth.
Where the hell that's at?
I'm gonna lie. I'm gonna see if they got
And it's
any.
a fire little spot. Yeah, I'm gonna find it.
Yeah,
I'ma
no,
send you
definitely.
the
But
video for that.
I'll say it like this, and since he's on a whole nother list, counting him out, what's probably one of the best ones on what's one of the best
Like
like
the
food?
food?
Yeah, like one
Best
of the best
food spots. All
in town and out of town.
right.
I gotta figure out I gotta
You
figure
do
out
the
what he's
food
gonna say.
review
in
too,
Philly.
Hood
Like,
Rich?
yo, Hot Clucks.
I've been seeing them.
They just did the joint. They did the opening with Aki. Wait, Hot Clucks is fire.
Yeah, I've been seeing. I've seen
Uh,
them a couple times around in the city.
OMG Hot Chicken was decent.
I've heard about them.
I've seen them too. I had a side. That's
It's
why I
this
wasn't
one-
really
You know what
it's
messing
this-
I
with it.
didn't try? You know what
It's
I
this one
didn't
spot
try, but
up-
we gonna shout them out. OK Smash Burger, my man
That's the
Turtle.
one of it's like 7113,
My
like
guy
24th Avenue,
Turtle,
right?
listen,
Yo,
this Turtle,
I swear to God, I was about to send you this
I
page
met him
the
at
other
the
day.
chicken spot. Like where he goes, trust me, it's gonna be fire. Like
Wait. What
he
you mean?
official-
You got
like, he's just an official chef, and he be doing the videos you seen, like Spanish guy. Trust me,
Bro,
you
I'm
definitely see.
about to show
Like,
you
nah,
the video, bro. I
he
swear to
official.
God.
He
Like
next.
he do the OK Smash Burger. I definitely gotta.
Oh my
Yeah,
get
God,
there.
I've been
Yeah.
wanting to go there for like the past week. Like,
yeah, I might
swear.
have to. I'm gonna have to pull up on that.
Nah, bro.
Yeah,
I
no,
swear on
that's
my life,
definitely-
bro, that shit.
To me, like I ain't been there, but I know. Like you just know certain joints, you just know.
Let me see this
Bro,
right here.
look, I'm telling you,
yeah.
bro. Like I seen that shit. I'm like, oh no.
Yeah, because they had the OK Hot Chicken do that. Like yeah, no,
Yeah,
he-
I think I forgot who did the video, but they said the hot chicken was whew,
Yeah.
like 10 out of 10 on that shit.
Nah, that's like he was at the Hot Clucks when I first went there. That's how I met him.
Is it halal
Yeah.
beef bacon?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I might have to mess. I might have to pull up on him.
Bacon, baby.
I might have to pull up on him.
Yeah,
My-
nah, I know that's a.
Look, my bad,
Yeah,
y'all.
that's
One,
spot
That's
I
a
need
solid.
to
That's a
get to.
solid. That's
you
a
know,
solid step.
what? Once a nigga start hearing about beef bacon, I get in my feelings.
Yeah. That's a solid step. We could definitely walk on
But
that.
yeah, that's my. And then like
I need to get off this page. I'm getting. Oh man, but yeah, no, that's definitely one place I want to try.
I don't even know for out of town spots. I ain't even gonna think on that just because.
Besides, like I
it
said,
really depends where I'm at, cause I ain't gonna cap. A lot of times when I travel, I
Trey,
be eating
Trey,
oodles and
Trey,
noodles.
Trey, the truth got him contemplating.
No, I be getting Texas. The one place I probably did still eat a cup of noodles, but usually when I be travel, I be eating cups of noodles because I'm tired of buying food and this shit be bullshit.
Yeah.
It happens all the time. I buy everybody. Oh, this is so fire, and you get it. You be like, this shit not fire. Like so.
Yeah.
It's
A
been
lot
that
of
way for me
times
a
I
couple
just be on
times.
some regular, but Texas, all the food I just ate this time was fire.
Mm.
Shout out Texas. Definitely gotta go
Yeah.
shout them out and check them out one time.
So, okay, so just recently, and you know, and I'm very surprised he's doing it like 4 months after as well. But the annual Gillian Wilder fight just came past.
Yes, sir.
You was on the press, you was on the lineup.
Yeah.
So I'm not even gonna lie. So before the fight or anything, like just doing the press, like what did you think about his little?
Now, first off, I need to know, how did you get into it?
All right, so basically, the shit last year, I went to the show VIP. Like I said, I'm plugged in with Pure Fuel. Whenever like Gilly be having his events, Gilly Fest, all that, I always, you feel me, get my tickets and go.
Yeah.
support all, you feel me, what they do, because they be having
Feel
good
me.
ass shows anyway. So I end up we do it last year. Then they said they was going to run it back, and we thought they was about to run it back like right away. So me and Rex, I talked to Rex. We was supposed to get on the card. It never happened. This year they brought it back. I hit up Rex. I'm like, "What's up? Like, you want to run this shit?" He like, "Yeah." I'm
Y'all
like,
fought
"Bet."
before?
Nah,
Oh,
we
all
was
right.
we was trying to get on. They did the fight last year. Then after
Oh, y'all was
last
trying
year,
to get on it
they
last
made
year.
it seem like it was going to happen like 3 months after. Like after Meatball fought last year, they made it seem like how y'all saying right now there's one 4 months from now. Same thing. That's what it was last year. Like we thought
Okay.
a couple months away there was going to be another event, but it
Might not be
basically
being
it
the
ended
year.
up not coming. And then because I made like a little video, we talked about it. Then the shit never happened. Basically just came back around, and basically I just asked Rex like, "What's up? You still want to do it?" He like, "Yeah, fuck it."
Mm-hmm.
So basically we set it up to the point where we was watching, waiting for him to get on live. I hit him up, "Yo, get on the live real quick." You feel me? Like we just did our thing, got on the live, talked our shit, get off the phone. Oh, good shit. You know what I mean? Like, and we
Mm-hmm.
we locking it in because our thing is like we two people from the city that we both got like a
he
positive image,
he ride
something
bikes
good.
too?
Yeah.
Oh no, no,
Okay.
no. Bike
But he
Life
do
Rex,
he
he
heavy
is
on the
he.
food reviews now. Like he used to really just be out there riding
Nah,
bikes.
his food
Then
reviews love
he
him.
got into the food reviews. He just surf and do the food review. Who else doing that?
Yeah.
You know what
Out
I
in
mean?
Philly,
Once he
not like
took the
him.
lane, you can't as a bike life person, you can't do that, bro.
Right.
Do something else. Do a wheelie. You can't. For somebody else to do that, you
Do
can't.
what?
So
What's he doing?
he stands on top of the bikes and surfs and eats the food while
Oh
you
yeah.
feel me. So
Yeah.
he's always pulling up on the bike with the food. So, but for somebody like him that's popping, somebody like me, it's like all these other people, everybody else getting in this shit. Fuck that. Like we've been grinding for years and years trying to catch a break because the whole thing is like, yeah, it's shit in for you in the bike industry, but the whole idea is
To
to
expand.
expand outside of it and to be in the real world among the rappers, the real superstars, and us to be the guys on the bikes.
Right.
In the movie, when y'all need people to do bike stunts, now y'all know to hit me and Rex up,
Mm-hmm.
shit like that.
Just
So
like
that was
just like how Chino used
yeah.
to be on dirt
So
bikes
that
in
was
the
basically
movies.
the plan. So basically, we got on. I got on Gilly's live. I'm like, Hood Rich Bike Life, Wreck, whatever, man. Then he ended up putting us in the live. You feel me? And then locked the contract in, locked the fight in, and
Now
that shit was like 3 weeks away. So we just
you only had 3 weeks, so he locked that in three.
yeah.
So I was so it wasn't pre-planned like y'all knew for months it was going on. It was like
I mean, nobody thought it was. I don't know. I'm not saying I didn't think. I didn't think like my first message to Gilly was, "Yo, you got the knockout party coming back, man. What's up? I need to do some promo or shit. You pay me, I'll get in that motherfucker. I don't care. Like,
yeah,
I'll go in there get knocked down. I ain't care about none of that. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I'm trying to get a check. Y'all got some big shit going on. I'm trying to get a check and some promo. What's up? So basically, long story short, it ended up rolling. I hit Rex up. So
But
we end up running it. So now I'm a part of it. So fuck it. We just gonna troll this shit, go in, do our thing. Like I never boxed my whole life. I'm not, I've been to jail. I'm not somebody you was able to run in my cell, take my shit. We could definitely fight, but I never boxed. And the
well, you
respect I got for boxers now is different. Like y'all really train and discipline
well
is
first
different.
off, I tell everybody you get more respect just for getting in the ring.
Yeah.
First off, in front of
Yeah.
which
And
which would have potentially been. First off, let's just say that you got what you wanted because
yeah.
you did say you don't give a fuck if you would have got
Oh
knocked out or
yeah.
not. So you got what you wanted.
Oh yeah. No, he knocked
So,
me
but
out. And like my whole thing is I
or
don't think
would you have
I
rather it have been how it was, or with the thousands of people that would have been in there?
I don't care either way.
Either way,
I think it probably would have been better the more people was in there.
I think it would have went more viral with the people. I
Yeah.
think
I think either way it doesn't matter. Like I think it just
for
went
you, I'm talking
down.
about for you wise, because for him it would have just been
For me it doesn't matter because this shit just going the shit gonna go how it was supposed to go anyway. Like I don't, I don't, I don't care if it was more people, because you got to realize the amount more people would have seen it. All these people are seeing it on the internet, like
They would
millions.
they would have been going
It's
right on his
millions
Instagram.
of views in the internet. The extra 200 people in the crowd, that shit don't make no difference.
But
Had all them people not got kicked out, the whole fight would have went totally different.
you think?
Yeah, for sure. Just it went down because that's how shit went down.
Ooh,
Everything
Rex.
that went down. Oh yeah, Rex already know. Listen,
Y'all running
I'm
it
not-
back.
Oh yeah, no, we definitely run it back. We talked about running it back before the fight even happened. It was going to be a run back. Somebody had to lose. We had to run it back. He didn't knock me out on a lucky punch, but he was not fucking me up until that one punch.
Nah, that's a fact.
He caught me one punch. Other than that, he caught me one good punch during the first round, which I remember because even if you look back at the highlights, you telling me you see me get all hyped, like, yeah, I ate that, whatever the fuck I said to him, who will never know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whatever I was saying, you feel me?
Yeah.
When that happened, he caught me with one, and then you caught me with the joint that put me down. So at the end of the day, I know I caught you with way more than that. And like I said, like, he 10 years younger than me. To get in that ring, like, I stopped smoking vapes. My whole thing was I gonna be able to breathe in this bitch? After the first round, I was tired as shit. But then once we start fighting again, you don't feel being tired. You don't, if anything's
That's
wrong,
when you stop.
you not feeling none of that shit when you go on. Everybody that got in these fights got every fucking excuse on why they lost. Motherfucker, you lost because you didn't fight as good as your opponent. That's why the fuck you lost.
Her shit was fractured like
Yeah.
2 weeks prior to the fight.
Yeah, like this, that. Everybody can have a million excuses, but you got in the ring knowing all this. If you had these big issues, that shit should have been talked about before.
Nah, it's a fact.
You
That's
feel
a
me?
fact.
Like,
That's what I said.
yeah.
You definitely
I went in
had.
there with a knee brace on. My knee, I can still show you. My knee is swollen like shit. But listen,
That's what I told my boy. That's
That
one of the
shit,
reasons why I
I'll
had
tell
you
you-
losing. Because I was
No,
just like,
listen.
oh man, he in there with the knee
bro,
brace on.
that knee didn't stop me. I don't believe my knee slowed me down. I don't believe anything that I could say was why I wasn't at 100.
Because what
Once
we heard,
you in there and that shit start going, don't none of that shit matter.
Matter.
Your adrenaline's going. I'm not saying like you physically couldn't have been eating and been stronger and ate your spinach, but that's not real life.
well,
Unless you're in there, I don't know. A lot of them excuses, I'm not here.
I'm just saying.
He beat me fair and square. He got a good shot. That's all it takes in boxing. It's about getting that. It's either about upping the score or getting that good shot. We both knew nobody was going.
Is it a good shot if he called it? Because what we heard, shout out my boy CTF Bird, he said
He called it.
that he right before the fight, he said, I'm gonna knock him out second round. And then second round that's why I was like,
you call it what you want, but it's not going to happen in the next
I need
one.
to see the run
and
back.
if it does happen on the run
Because
back,
you
then
said-
he earned it.
Yeah,
Point blank. He worked hard for that shit. I know.
it
Listen,
can't
I don't
go
know
down
how
like
much
that
he
again.
trained. I know how much I trained, and that shit.
You think
know,
3
I
weeks
did
is
my
enough?
What, the train? Fuck no.
That's what
I'm saying. I
People
don't
was in
think-
there talking about something.
no,
I had
I
7
don't-
days. I was just like 7
no,
days.
listen,
I was just like, y'all
honestly,
niggas is crazy.
I didn't train. My training was running around. I wanted to breathe.
Right.
I wasn't worried about realistically in these couple
You just
days.
wanted the last
Everybody's
Diddy in the
trying
rounds.
to, yeah, you gonna try to learn. You can't learn the basics and all that. It's not gonna just be natural in the amount of time. You got to do that shit over time. If both of us train next year for the run back, it would be completely different.
Right.
We was both two untrained fighters, but
Everybody
all
out
I'm
there was
saying is-
untrained fighters,
all
except
I'm
for a
saying,
few
I ain't
of
gonna
them.
talk crazy. Like, he got one off on me, but just watch the footage, not the knockout. Watch the whole.
Said, watch
fight.
the footage, y'all.
Watch the whole
Don't
fight.
just
Don't be
watch the IG
deceived.
clip.
Watch the whole fight. Like that. That's all I'm gonna say is watch the whole fight, and it is what it is. Like, Rex earned that. I'm proud of Rex. I'm glad. Listen, I'm glad Rex did that because if anybody's gonna do it, I know he's taking this shit and running with it. And this shit was all about us getting in here and building ourselves up. It wasn't who's tougher. And then when I see him on the streets, I got a problem with him. No, when I see him on
that's
the
fire
streets,
though. Yeah,
we
yeah,
linked
yeah.
up and doing shit together. It's both about us, making our image bigger.
Yeah.
And we both did that because even with my loss, I know 90% of the people who got something to say, y'all would not get in that ring and y'all not gonna talk crazy when y'all see me in real life anyway.
That's what I said. It was a few
'Cause
people
if
that
you
had
really-
real
if
beef
you
up
really-
there.
Yeah, if you
You
really
could tell
feel
a few
that
people
way,
that, you know what I mean?
if you really feel that way and I'm that, ask me about it in real life and see how far it gets you. Because I ain't never been one of those. And, and if I was one of those, I must have seen the bigger picture on the other side for my life.
And I'll say it like
is
this.
what it is.
Outside,
But I'll definitely
outside of
get
your
back
fight,
in.
outside of your fight, what was probably the most surprising fight that you had seen that night? Out of yours. Me personally, I have Rico winning. I didn't think Sloan was gonna win. I had Rico winning.
I said, all right, I ain't know much of any of that from the beginning. I thought Sloan was gonna win. Then my cameraman, Honcho, he started having me feel like, Rico was gonna win, and I'm like, all right, maybe he gonna win, but
I told my cousin if it was a street fight, I feel like Rico would have won. It was since it was a boxing match.
Sloan said the knockout.
Sloan
Cosmic
won.
Kev said he was gonna spin on the radio for 3 years. I knew, all right, he's not getting the knockout.
I say Sloan can't go in there and lose because he got too much on the line.
He said he was spinning for 3 years if he
won. He said, I'm gonna knock him out.
If he knocks him out,
knock him out, you gotta spin me for a year. He said, I'll do it for 3, and went up and shook on it, all that. So like
he was going for the knockout. You see a couple of hits, he was going for the knockout.
Once I seen Kev really bet on that and just because I'm going off everybody's energy. I'm not like you gotta realize a lot of times as like an influencer who's like on a higher level, you know what I mean? Like we tend to be in our own worlds a lot. I don't really know what everybody got going on until I meet you in person. If I never met you in person, I don't know who the underground rappers or this vlogger is because I never introduced. I'm not out here trying to file. I'm out here trying to figure out what I need to make next and what I need to do. If somebody wants to hit me and collab and we can make some money together, then of course I'm going to stop what I'm doing and figure it out. But a lot of times we don't be in tune with what everybody else got going on, I feel like. I
feel like when y'all run it back, that's going to be the fight. How everybody wanted to see Meatball fight again, and this year,
be a good job.
You and Bite, like we gotta get Rex up here. You know what I mean? I don't know how we can get Rex up here. We gotta get Rex up here.
I'll put y'all in contact, shit like that.
Yeah, we need Rex up here. So shout out Bite Life Rex, man.
Like I said, we running the opportunity out. He got one off over on me. Shout out to him, his trainers, all that.
I feel like y'all running that back. That's gonna be the fight everybody want to see again. Like how everybody want to see Meatball.
Sure,
I mean,
that's why I said like
that's gonna be the one right there. Cause y'all technically to me was fight of the night.
As a boxing,
to me y'all was fight of the night.
As boxing, I got knocked out, but like I wasn't knocked out to like where I was unconscious and this that like so. I didn't.
I mean, he turned you into stone real quick. You did turn into stone real quick. I'm not sure if that's a knockout or not.
It was a knockout. When it comes to fighting, it's a knockout. But what I'm saying is, I wasn't knocked out to the point where it's like, I don't want to do that again.
They need to bring the salt.
It wasn't on no shit like, I don't want to do that again. It's like, all right, that motherfucker got off on me. All right, bet. All right, we gonna run this shit back and let me. You feel me?
That's what I said. I definitely need to see that. That's something that you pay for that. Like that's a fight that you pay for.
To me, bro, I don't give a fuck, bro. It's not taking a loss if I know I did what I needed to motherfucking do. If I need to get in there and we gonna run it, the best man win. If he can beat me in boxing, that's cool.
Based off the card, right? We seen all the bullshit that was happening. Did the fights go as planned, or did shit get effed up because everything was going on out there? It seemed like they was just throwing shit out there once people got thrown out.
Our fight came out of nowhere. I was about to get a massage, and then all of a sudden our fights. I'm like, what the hell? But like, I think like maybe
you think the massage would have helped you first?
Nah, nothing to help. Like it just I
loosened you up a little bit.
Went the way it was supposed to go that night.
Nah,
like, but for what I trained for, what he trained, like he got it. Like I just there's no. I can't make no excuses, but I do know when I get back in the ring, I'm going to be trained better. Because had I been trained and kept my guard up, that shot wouldn't have did nothing. It's because my hands was down. If my hands was guarding me, you wouldn't have been able to catch me like that. So it was lack of my training that got me. So there's no excuses to say, oh, if I was this, that, because none of that mattered. The only thing that could have mattered in that situation was my hands being up and him punching my glove. So nothing else.
Yeah.
There's no excuses. Oh, motherfuckers, his legs fucked up. He ain't punched me in my leg.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Speaking
my
on
leg didn't lock up because I couldn't lose it. My leg locked up because you wrapped my shit.
Yeah. On the fights coming out of nowhere, what like that's what I was like wondering what happened. Like, was it just they just rushed the fights or like because I could have swore y'all fight was supposed to be like later and then it just I feel like they just threw y'all like out there.
I don't honestly I don't really know. I just know they was like we was next. Like he just was finished getting wrapped up. Like we wasn't even, both of us wasn't. I just randomly went and got dressed, but I don't know what happened as some people left, whatever. I know I had a rapper was supposed to come out with me. Shout out Benji Mir. He was supposed to pop out with me. They kicked him out the building.
Yeah.
Shit like that. I came out. They ain't even had the music playing. You got Gilly.
That's crazy.
Snapping on the DJ. Like shit just.
Yeah, I heard he was trash. I heard he was trash out there.
The
DJ
just don't go as planned, but what you gotta realize in the end, you know, everything went the way it should have went.
Yeah.
Whether whatever our plans was, that's not what God's plan was. Whatever you want to call them, that's not what the outcome was supposed to be. So, however that shit go, you just gotta take that shit, run with it, and keep going, and see what's next. Like I said, y'all can definitely expect a part 2. Me and Bike Life Rex with that.
Would you promote other kids, or not saying kids, but
other people boxing?
Doing that?
Yeah.
Not saying boxing, not saying getting into boxing, but more so doing something like if they had issues with somebody getting them into doing, because y'all could do that too.
I think if you got issues, y'all need to get in the ring and learn to respect your opponent.
Because you showing them a different side too.
Y'all gotta both train and respect all the work he put in to come into this, and just after hug it out and be cool. If y'all can do that as men, definitely that's the way y'all need to do it. Like these guns up,
that's what I mean. I was like, you were saying that earlier.
Guns down. I just met the guy.
Shout out my boy Lodge.
Yeah, so I just met him.
Yeah, no,
pretty sure that's his name. I just met him. I was at Macho's the other day, and I met him, and he was telling me about that shit. And yeah, like just that shit is definitely good. But like I said, me and Rex, we didn't have no issues getting into the ring. But if you have issues and y'all can do it, and like I said, just let the best man win and everybody's pride to the side, and y'all not getting in there to really embarrass each other. This, that. Me and Rex is a little bit different because we're not in there to embarrass each other, this, that, but we do, as content creators, we do have to play into it.
Right.
He can't just do that and be like, oh, no, that's my boy, I'm not going to post. No, y'all got it. I was the first person to post it.
You got to keep the story going.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, you got to keep it going and this, that, but he know
like
what
it
is.
I like how you actually...
At the end of the day, I'm not going to talk crazy on the podcast, but Rex know what it is when we was... we know what we talked about after, but I'm not, like I said, I'm not on here to say nothing to make myself look any better or anybody. I don't give a fuck how y'all view me. I got in that ring, man.
I say take more than just get in the ring, period.
I paid my motherfucking rent off that check, and I got a 3-bedroom house while y'all sleeping on the couch. So I don't give a fuck what y'all gotta say.
And at the end of the day, like the conversation that you and had Rex like ahead of the time in the lives.
Yeah,
like,
no, we talked before.
It was really for the culture, for the bike life. Like at the end of the day, it was to shed light on the bike life culture in a whole new way.
Show the world that there's people out here that y'all just look at as people in traffic riding bikes. Like you know how hard it would be to pull up to a girl on a pedal bike without showing her my Instagram.
That's a fact.
Or just imagine I just wanted to dress bummy and be out there on my bike for the day. They like, hey,
want some
fuck
J.
out
Cole.
here. But like, bitch, you don't realize I drove down to the skate park to park the wheel, to bring my bike out of it, to ride down here, to do a promo for a store type shit. You know what I mean? But it just people look at you different. So it's like we got the opportunity to show the world that like there is people, doing everything, not just bikes, but for us specifically that there's people with real shit going on. Rex is in movies, I'm in movies. We did commercials.
What movies is you in?
I'm in one movie called Swerve the Movie. I play myself in it. Right now it's going through the film festivals, but it was directed by like Gary Dourdan. It was, shot, written by a guy in Philly, but it's real deal. They're,
That's
gonna
something
try.
that's
They're trying
something you
to.
want to keep
It's gonna
doing.
build off of it. Yeah, definitely. So I want to do that. Like I said, I worked with Under Armour. Rex did Tommy Hilfiger. So like, both of us just work with so many people that it's like now the world knows who we are, and when y'all got something going on now, y'all got options to pick from bike life people, and on top of that, y'all can dive deeper into the scene and open the door for more people.
Yeah.
It's bigger than just us too, but right now we're the stars of it to the world that got to see it. So regardless, like, but I took that knockout over like the fight not happening and us still getting paid. Yeah, I would have rather got in the ring and it went down like that. You know what I mean? Like we need all the promotion, and that's the best promotion we gonna get. And like I don't know, as you get older, I feel like your pride ain't the
Yeah.
same. Like I really,
I feel like that only it would have mattered for somebody like Sloan that got a music
yeah,
career where
or Stiz.
right. I don't
it's
even
not
know.
Stiz. It's
See, I
more
don't
No, I'm
Sloan.
not.
even.
More Sloan and Rocky.
Yeah,
And
but
Meatball.
but is
If
you
I think if
but is you
Meatball,
a battle rapper portraying an image of a tough guy, or is
that's
you
what.
more? That's what it really depends what your image is.
Yeah, that's what
To
I
somebody
mean.
like me and Rex, our image was
That's what I
never
mean. It was
that, and even after this, it's still not.
not that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Rex knows he's not going around knocking out half the fucking city just because whatever. You feel me?
yeah.
So I just feel like motherfuckers is both gonna still stay humble, and when it's time to get back in the ring, we gonna
Get
do
back
what
in
we
the
gotta
ring.
do
Yeah,
again, and whatever the outcome is. If you knock me the fuck out twice, I ain't getting back in the third time.
yeah.
If I win the second time, we could probably run the third. I
Get the
don't know.
Canelo,
We
the
gonna
triple, the
see.
trilogy.
We might or we might not. I don't really
We
know
gotta tell
how it's
Gilly and
gonna
them to
go.
give you
But
100K for
but
that.
my thing
That's a
is
100K fight.
my thing is for sure after that, I'm done. I'm gonna be 40 years old,
I'm gonna
bro.
tell you, Rex
I'm
gotta
not.
throw the next fight just so
Rex
y'all gotta get
Rex
the
can't.
100K from Gilly.
Yeah, I
I'm
mean he
calling
could
it,
keep fighting
yo.
as long as he wants. He's still younger, but after if I do two more, I'm
That's
40
it.
after that. I'm done.
You know, B Hop did it
I
till he was
do.
56. So
Yeah, well, the
yeah, I
motherfucker,
mean,
y'all end up being retarded, getting punched in y'all head your whole life. I'm cool. I don't
Gilly
want to be a
Gilly call you with
boxer.
50K. You
Yeah, we in there. That's what I'm saying. Like, listen, it don't. It's just if the money right, I'm doing whatever. Like as
yeah,
long as
I
it,
feel
not
you.
whatever.
Yeah,
We ain't gonna say that.
yeah.
Too much Diddy shit
No
going
Diddy.
on.
No Diddy.
But no,
I'm dare say
if
that
the
line
money
was
right,
coming.
that shit makes sense. Is we gonna do this shit. That shit just the money gotta be right and it gotta make sense at this point in my life. I done show people my worth, my value. I'm getting millions of views every single month. Like
Can you what
usually
can you I was gonna ask you that too. Can you tell the people what you getting millions of views off of? Is it just your
Instagram and my YouTube, we're really only at like maybe a little over a million a month, shit like that. I'm at like 13,000 subscribers. My mostly is my Instagram, a little over 200,000 followers on there.
I
Uh,
feel like I feel like
usually
for,
getting,
for the
I'm usually getting like 5 million and up views a month anywhere. Most I ever been at is like 50 million in 1 month.
hmm,
But I do get paid off Instagram.
that's what I was gonna
YouTube is
ask you
monetized.
for the kids that wanna monetize off of riding and do the things that they see you doing
Stay
and try to make some
consistent.
money.
Stay
What
consistent.
platform would you recommend that they start off at to
You
try
can
to
to
YouTube and
me,
TikTok.
if I could have, well, TikTok for bikes specifically is gonna
I
ban
think
us. But to me,
yeah.
all of them. To
Wait,
me,
what?
all
I'm
of
gonna
them.
say scratch
To
that.
to me, all of them
Hold on, go say
because
say that first and we'll go back to that. Go ahead.
yeah, me
We
all
said
of them
we.
because your content it's you can easily repurpose it. It's so easy. You start it at a different spot, put a different song, You can edit it. You can put the same thing. Just don't download it from Instagram with the Instagram watermark and put it on on YouTube, or don't do that. But take your same video and post them everywhere. See what takes off. But
The,
TikTok bans the bike videos. They say dangerous stunts and activities.
wow,
Ooh.
that's insane.
Yeah.
But the
So,
one tip that I will give y'all, because of like,
but you
before,
can switch your content up.
yeah, usually what I do before, like right before I posted the Instagram, like I'll do all the edits and stuff that I need to do. But right before I post the Instagram, I'll literally save it, and it'll save it
Yeah.
without the watermark and shit. I
Yeah.
do that with all my videos.
Yeah, that's the best thing to do. You do that, and then best thing for YouTube is drop your shorts. That's how you get your subscribers up. Shorts don't get you watch time, not going to pay much. You know what I mean? You're talking about literally seconds on a video versus, an hour
Mm-hmm.
YouTube
The
or however
shorts
long.
bring the attraction, but
Yeah,
your videos is
yeah,
where
your
you really
videos
want to
is
get your
yeah,
views at.
your videos, them ads, watch hour, all that. But I mean, it's just if y'all want to do it, you just gotta realize it's a full-time job that you gotta put everything into it, and it's not gonna pay off when it did for me or when it did for the next guy. It's gonna pay off when it's your time. It might take you 10 years. It might take you three. It might take you overnight. But just know your time's different. And if you gotta really, that's why they say you gotta enjoy what you're doing. Because if you're just doing it for the money, go buy a lawnmower and a snow shovel and a rake and knock on people's doors and start a landscaping business. Guarantee you can make money way quicker. If you're trying to do this all social media, you gotta put your all. It's gonna take time, and just be yourself and put whatever you're into. You gotta realize there's like 30 million people a month on Instagram, probably more than that, whatever, 100 million. You have access to all them people. Everybody in your neighborhood might not like what you like, but there's people out there that's going to be what you're into. So if you just post it out and not care what the people say, you're going to connect with the right people. And it's just all about finding the people that want to follow you and into what you do. Everybody's different, and there's millions of people in this world to connect with.
So the last question that I would like to ask is, what is the game plan for just the Hood Rich brand for 2025? About to end the year off.
All right, so
You know.
another thing for the camera to see, this is my other brand focused on fame that we're just dropping. I
Mm-hmm.
had this brand on the tuck for a couple years, but I'm dropping my focused on fame brand now because I'm now reaching a wider audience outside of bike life to start doing more outside of bike life. I want to be labeled as the guy on the bike outside of bike life rather than the main guy in the bike life everywhere.
It's
I'm
like the
trying to
bike life,
do
like the bike life rock star.
yeah, so I'm trying to, work my way up to, play more of the outside and, bringing people up. And, when I pop out to the events, it makes it more special. But I'm trying to, focus a lot more on the business end of it, the clothing brand, working on getting the website good for the year, have some new drops, and then the focus on fame that'll be dropping also. So the more, they'll actually build each other. So that's a good thing. I can have both of them brands for anybody to support me because not everybody wants to wear something that says bike life. So now I have the extra brand and just keep building this up. I know we're looking for January, MLK, Miami, and I'll do my Bike Life Peace Project probably March, April, probably yeah, end of March, early April. Then May, we do the 3 day ride in SoCal again. And then who knows, definitely back to Jamaica this year.
That's
Been
fine.
there a few times. We gave over my shout out to RRD Blocks, but we gave out like probably like close to 50 bikes to the kids in Jamaica. We go
Mm.
there every time, bring them bikes,
Do they ride
clothes,
out there
everything.
like how
Yeah,
y'all ride out here too?
yeah, they're probably better than us.
Yeah.
Them kids are
What?
they take bike parts and they'll be welding pegs onto the frame and just whatever. So once they start getting a hold of these bikes, I mean it's not much for them to do. It's hot all year round. They're just outside. A lot of them, it's not.
And
It's
he
literally everybody can't have jobs out there and this. So they're literally just some of them are really out there just focusing on this Instagram, putting the work
Yeah, that's what I
in,
said. And
and really
I'm about
trying
to say,
to.
is nobody creating content out there that be
Yeah,
right?
they're
No,
on it.
it's a lot of content
Yeah, they're
creation out
on
there.
it
Best
now. That's what I'm
believe.
saying. We've been out there connected with them all. Like, as far as I can go to Jamaica if they ride bikes, they know who I am out there. I got a great following out in Jamaica. Like, we go to Kingston, like, stay right in the hood with them. We don't do the resorts when we travel, nothing. We go really link up with the people. But yeah, Jamaica, that's my best place outside the country. And then,
Mhm.
California, Texas, and Florida.
That's fire. Yeah.
Man, I'm not even gonna lie. Just that last part, man. That was a bonus for that, man.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, bro, we appreciate you, man. Just really just enlightening us on the bike life, bro. Like I'm gonna be honest, like, as much as we've learned just from people that we've come across going to all the shows that we've road run to,
Mm-hmm.
this is actually really the first conversation where, we're actually like really open to like the bike life lifestyle. And
Yeah, no, it's a dope thing. I mean, there's regular people everywhere. You out Cali, it's the same people with the weed at the weed events or the people drinking. Like, especially when you go out like Cali, Texas, it's a
mm,
majority of regular people. When you go to the ride outs, they're not wheeling and swerving. They're riding bikes. It's a rolling party. They're
Facts.
smoking. The girls is out. It's just a good time. And then when people like us are out there, then you got all of us come cutting through and
Mm-hmm.
putting the show on, and you know even the ones who don't agree with it, they understand that we're there. Like, we get like the ultimate pass with it.
mm,
Normally, like, they have different rides set up where it's like the wheelie kids got their rides and the grown, but when we go out there, it's just everybody together, so it makes it fun.
nah, definitely, man. And like I said, we'll definitely, we're gonna let Rex speak on his behalf at some point,
Mm-hmm.
2025 next year. But definitely gonna have y'all back on here, bro. Definitely.
Uh,
I'm not going, bro. I swear to God, bro. Like I'm getting a case of this by next week,
yeah,
because
Yeah.
this lemonade is that.
Get
That's-
two.
he said get two.
Get two.
Nah,
Shout
yeah.
out.
He said get two of them.
Shout out Pure
He
Fuel.
said fuck it.
Get two.
Nah, fuck that. Like, real shit. And the last thing I'm gonna tell y'all kids, because I've sold plenty of kids this, like growing up in the hood, because I've seen kids on bikes, dirt bikes, and all that shit. If you got that talent,
Yeah,
submit for the X Games, please.
yeah. Nah,
Like,
just
bro,
put it
real
out
shit.
there.
But nah, you already know. It's your boy 215 Got Beats, aka Streets, aka you already know this. Producer's new favorite podcast. Muller in the building. My boy HoodRichBikeLife. Let me rap with you podcast. We are out of here. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Make sure y'all shout out to Tone. Make sure y'all say happy holidays to Tone. I know y'all can't do this.
Shout out to him.
Y'all already know. I'm really about